mga ka-problematics. Ang pag-aaralan po natin ngayon is all about on how are we going to construct a frequency distribution table. Of course, hindi tayo makapag-construct once we don't have any observed informations. Ang ating pong construct dito is the scores of 40 students on a 60-item test in algebra. Ito po yung ating maging batayan para makapag-construct po tayo ng frequency distributions table. To solve for that, kailangan natin ng steps to follow. Step number 1, suppose the number of classes chosen as 7. Ang ibig sabihin nun, yung dami ng ating pong class or bilang ng ating pong data ay kunyari daw 7 or 7. So, dapat 7 lang yung bilang natin from the top down to the bottom. Step number 2, we have to compute the class size. Pag sinabi naman po natin class size, sometimes it is called the class interval. Ito po yung pagitan ng bawat classes. Halimbawa, yung unang number is 5. Ano yung kasunod? 10. Ano kasunod? 15. Ang tawag po doon class size or class interval. Now, para masolve po yun, kailangan po natin muna ma-determine yung highest and lowest value of this scores. Di po ba kanina ang ating lowest score is 12, ang highest score natin is 60. We will just subtract for that scores, that is equals to 48, then divided by the number of classes, which is our chosen class. Kunyari lang, 7 ang gusto natin maging class ng ating interval, ng ating pong data. So when we solve that, we have come up with an answer of 6.86. Round up, that is equals to 7. Yung 7 na yan, ang ibig sabihin nun, ito po yung kanyang magiging class interval. Ito naman po yung class, this is the classes. Ito po is the class interval or the class size. So, let's solve. Now, first, bago tayo makapag-construct ng frequency distribution table, kailangan po natin yung scores natin. So dito, hin-highlight ko na po yung group ng numbers para hindi na po kayo mahirapan i-determine. So I have prepared for this for you to make it easier on how to identify or to solve for the frequency distribution table. Tulad ng sinasabi po natin, titingnan muna natin yung atin pong smallest number, which is equals to 12, and our highest score, that is equals to 60. Kailangan po natin i-consider dito kasi ito ang ating magiging batayan para makapag-construct po tayo ng ating pong frequency distribution table. Ito po ang ating unahin doon sa ating first. Siyempre, kailangan po natin ng scores. We need also, so to construct for that, we have 12 is our first score. Remember, ng ating pong class interval is 7. Ang ibig sabihin nun, we will just keep adding that number hanggang sa last number ng classes natin. Ang ating classes is 7 lang. So 12 plus 7, that is equals to 19. Plus 7, that is equals to 26. Plus 7, that is equals to 33. Plus 7, that is equals to 40. We have 47 plus 7, that is equals to 54. Bakit tayo titigil dyan? Kasi po, yung class size natin kung hiningi is only 7. Let us count. We have to count if our class size is 2. We have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, sakto tayo. Now, to solve for the equivalent numbers na nasa right side ng ating pong class size, we will just subtract 1 from the number that we have. So we have now 19 minus 1 is 18. 26 minus 1 is 25. 33 minus 1 is 32. 40 minus 1 is 39. 47 minus 1 is 46. And 54 minus 1 is equals to 53. If we add a 7 number doon po sa atin pong last number dito, magiging 61. So ito po is magiging 61. If we subtract 61 minus 1, we have 60. Ibig sabihin nun, pag na-construct na po natin yung atin pong scores, ang kasunod naman po natin gagawin is to have our tally. Now, to solve for our tally, of course, we need the next information, which is equals to our tally. So we have now the partners. We have from 12 to 18, we have 1. We have only 1. We have 12. The next number is 23. So, hindi na po siya kasali. And therefore, hanggang dito lang we have only 12. So, we have 1. Our frequency is equals to 1. From 19 to 25, we have 25. We don't have any 19, 20, 21, 22. Ang meron lang tayo is 23 and 24. So, dalawa lang po sila. Kaya, ang ating tally is only 2. So, ang equivalent po naman sa frequencies natin is 2. Now, we have 26 to 32. Ilan po ba sila lahat? 1, 2, 3. Kaya ang ating tally is we have only 3. Our frequency is equals to 3. Now, for our 33 to 39, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sila lahat. Kaya po ang ating tally is we have 4. Ang ating frequency is 4. For our 40 to 46, we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And therefore, we have here tally 6. Our frequency is 6. Now, for our 47 to 53, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lahat. So, we have our tally is 13. And of course, our frequency is equals to 13. Then, we have from 54 to 60, we have 11 sila lahat. Our tally is 11. And our frequency is 11. Now, kailangan maingat ka dito. Kaya kailangan yung numbers ay isinasaayos mo muna from smallest to the highest or from highest to the smallest. Kasi pag hindi mo inaayos yung given data, maaari kang magkamali ng isang number. Kasi pag nagkamali yung frequencies or tally, ibig sabihin nun, uulitin mo na naman ang gagawin mo. Make it sure na 40 po sila lahat, dapat 40 din po. We have to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 13 plus 11, we have equivalent of 40. So, ganun po mag-construct ng isang frequency distribution table. Mahalaga po ito kasi gagamitin po natin ito sa pagsusolve ng any problem na may kaugnayan po sa measures of central tendency. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalilimutang mag-subscribe.